Hello dear friends, welcome to Royal Palace PU College online classes. Dear students, in the previous session we had completed the topic called as continuity. In that continuous function we had seen about when we say the given function is continuous. Okay, and also we had seen about the definition of that continuity. So what is that definition of the continuity? That is limit as x tends to a, f of x value should be what it is, f of a. Here this limit means what it is. Here both right hand limit and left hand limit should exist, and it should be finite, and the value should be equal to the this particular f of a value. Then only it is and a continuous function. So here continuous means geometrically what do we mean by that? Continuous means in the graph we should not have a cuts, gap or break. We should not have any such kind. Then only we say it is an continuous function. Okay dear students, now let us start with the next very important thing, that is differentiability. Okay, so whenever the term comes to differentiability, we have to look onto the derivative. Okay, now what do you mean by derivative? Already in the first PUC physics you might have learnt about the derivative. What is a derivative means? Derivative means a small rate of change, okay, of one quantity compared to another quantity, or simply I can write it as rate of change. Okay, of one quantity compared to another quantity. Okay, if a xyz person, okay, that is A, if he is moving from this point to this particular point, okay, if he is moving from this point to this particular point, we have to find the rate of change of A with respect to time over there. Rate of change of one quantity compared to another quantity. That means I am finding out the rate of change of A, okay, with respect to time, I can say here. Okay, that was a simple definition of your derivative as per related to our physics. Now here in the first PUC, okay, in first PUC, okay, we have discussed about the definition of the derivatives. Limits and derivative chapter, we had learnt about the derivatives. Now what is that differentiation over there? Let us consider a function y is equal to f of x. Okay, we say this y is equal to f of x is a differentiable, okay, is a differentiable at x equal to a. If when it is a differentiable, here we say it is a differentiable at if, or it is denoted by f dash of x equal to limit as x tends to a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a, This is one particular definition, or it is also derived as limit as h tends to 0, okay, f of x minus h minus f of h, okay, minus f of x here divided by x minus h, or simply h here. That is one definition of your derivative here. It is a very simple here. Both of the definition you had seen in the previous session. So now here for our discussion we shall make use of only this particular definition here. Okay, now let us move on with the one simple. Now first of all we had learnt about the continuity. Now here we are learning about the differentiability. This function y is equal to f of x is a differentiable if it satisfies this particular concept. Here limit is there. Since limit is there, both left hand limit and right hand limit should exist. That is a very important thing. That is left hand limit, that is limit as x tends to a minus f of x minus f of a, okay, divided by x minus a. Everything same, only the a negative, left hand limit. And right hand limit, what it is? It should be equal to these two together, be equal. Limit as x tends to a positive, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. Okay, then only we say that these two terms, both left hand limit and right hand limit exist, therefore the derivative exists here. Very simple thing. Now let us continue here. Now one more important derivation that we shall see now. Okay, theorem, comparison between continuous and differentiable. What it is, that actually we shall see now. One important property, or we can tell it as theorem. A function y equal to f of x, okay, or show that the function the function y is equal to f of x. Okay, so now, okay, if I will take here, sorry, Sagar, cut matter. Okay, well, now let us start with this particular theorem. A function y is equal to f of x is a differentiable at x equal to a, then f of x is continuous at x equal to a. That we require to show here. Now here, a function f of x is a differentiable. So differentiable means since f of x is a differentiable, okay, since f of x is differentiable, since f of x is a differentiable, that is f dash of a equal to limit as x tends to a, f of x minus of f of a divided by x minus a exist, and it is a value called as f dash of a. That is nothing but our definition of the differentiation that we had already seen. Now then f of x is continuous at x is equal to a, we require to show. Continuous means what? Continuous means already you are knowing, that is limit as x tends to a, f of x value should be equal to f of a, then only we say it is continuous at x equal to a here. Now here let us consider f of x minus a, okay, or f of x minus f of a, which is equal to f of x minus of f of a divided by x minus a, and here x minus a. Why I am taking this? Because if I take x minus a to the denominator, both the value will be same, okay, that I had considered. And the next step I had taken this denominator over here. Now what I will do is I will take limit as x tends to a here, okay, taking limit on both the sides, on both sides means what value we will get here, that is limit as x tends to a, f of x minus f of a here, one thing, which is equal to limit as x tends to a, now here f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a into x minus a, okay. Now here, now let us observe here, now by the algebra of limits, okay, by the definition of algebra of limits, I will take split the limits, limit of f of x and limit of f of minus a, f of a here. Also limit as x tends to a of this whole function into limit of x minus a, that we shall consider. So what we get here, that is, okay, I will continue here, limit as x tends to a, f of x minus of limit as x tends to a, f of a, okay, and next the value here, that is limit of x tends to a, the whole value, that is limit of x tends to a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a into limit as x tends to a into x minus a we have. Now here I will rewrite this value. So before that we have to observe that if I substitute the x equal to a value here, what happens? This whole value will be 0. And what about this particular thing? Now we can observe the given f of x is a differentiable. Differentiable means that is nothing but limit as x tends to a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. That value is equal to what it is? F dash of a. That I will substitute here. That is f dash of a into the value is 0. Why it is 0? Because limit as x tends to a, x minus a minus a value will be 0. And here this whole by the definition of the derivatability, okay, differentiability. Now this value I will rewrite the LHS part, that is limit as x tends to a, f of x minus, now here since it is a constant value, limit as x tends to a, f of a, it is a constant value, it is nothing but what it is? F of a value here, Very simple. Anything value into 0, it will be 0 only. So what we get here is limit as x tends to a f of x, okay, into f of a equal to 0. Now just it is a minus symbol, I will take you to the RHS. Therefore limit as x tends to a f of x equal to f of a. Now what do you mean by this? It itself is the definition of our continuous. Continuous at what it is? At x equal to a. So what we get here? Therefore what it is? Function f is continuous at x equal to a. That is your required result. So what we had shown here, from we had taken that f of x is a differentiable at x equal to a. This is by the definition of differentiability. And next we had considered this particular thing. It is a very important point for you to remember here. Let us consider this, how it occurs. If I am taking x minus a to the denominator, both value will be same. Okay, by that property I had made use of it. Then taking the limit as x tends to a on both the sides here, I had made use of limits. Then according to algebra of limits, I had splitted the limits for both of it, here also for both of it. Then here x tends to x minus a value will be 0, and here this value will be f dash of a. Very simple, and the value proceeds, and itself is our definition of our continuous function. Okay dear friends, it is an important theorem, as well as okay, it will be asked in your examination for 3 marks. Here one more note, that is every function, every differentiable function is continuous. Every differentiable function is continuous. Okay, every differentiable function is continuous, but the vice versa need not be true. Vice versa need not be true means what? Every continuous function need not be differentiable. This is a very important thing that you should remember. That is, every differentiable function is continuous, but the inverse doesn't accept. Okay, take it as note. Okay dear friends, please pause the video to note it down. We shall move to the next example. Okay dear, now let us start with the next example. Now here what he has given, prove that the function f of x given by f of x equal to mod of x minus 1, x belongs to R, is not differentiable at x equal to 1. Okay, it is not at all differentiable, that we require to prove here. Now how we require to prove here? It is just for your knowledge purpose, that is, and also as asked in your NCERT exercise problem it is. Now here, since the function is given, I will write down the function, that is f of x is equal to mod of x minus 1. Now according to the modulus of x definition, what is the mod of x here? Mod of x definition is x when x is greater than or equal to 0, okay, and it is minus x when x is less than 0 value. That is your definition of modulus. Here it was x, and here what we have here? X minus 1. Therefore I will rewrite it as x minus 1 when x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. First thing, and minus of x minus 1 when it is x minus 1 is less than 0. Now I will rewrite this particular function. What is the function here? F of x equal to, that is x minus 1 when, if x is greater than or equal to 1 here, x is greater than or equal to 1, and here I will substitute the minus and here, minus into minus plus 1 minus x only when x is less than 1 here, only when x is less than 1. This is a very clear example. Now here what it is nothing but here given function I had rewritten in this particular format by the definition of your continuous function. Now come back to our actual what we require here. We require to show that it is not differentiable at x equal to 1. It is not differentiable at x equal to 1. Now that we shall prove here. Differentiability means, what is the definition here? F dash of x or f dash of a equal to limit as x tends to a, okay, limit as x tends to a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. Now here what is the limit here? At not differentiable at what it is? At x equal to 1 here. At x equal to 1 means I will take it as limit as x tends to 1, x minus 1, okay, f of a means f of 1. So that means here we require to show that since x is greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 1 at x equal to 1. Already we see it in the continuous function problems. In such cases we have to prove that left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit here. So therefore one can easily observe that is right hand limit and left hand limit we require to prove here. Before that, f of 1 value we require to find here. Now f of x, what is f of x value here, function value? At x equal to 1 we require equal to 1 means what is the function here? X minus 1 at x equal to 1. Therefore f of 1, that implies f of 1 value will be, put here x equal to 1 minus 1, the value will be 0. So therefore f of 1 value is 0 here. Now let us move on to our discussion to left hand limit as well as right hand limit. Now the left hand limit, that is limit as x tends to 1 minus negative means what? Left hand limit f of x minus of f of 1. Now what is this f of 1 value? It is 0 here, divided by x minus 1 here. Very simple. Since it is left hand limit, that means x value should be less than 1. Less than 1, what is the function value here? Less than 1, the function value is 1 minus x. I will substitute here, that is limit as x tends to 1 minus x minus 0 divided by x minus 1. Now what we can rewrite here is limit as x tends to here 1 minus x. Can I write it as minus of x minus 1 divided by x minus 1? Both term get cancels. What is the remaining part here? Which is equal to minus 1. That is nothing but our left hand limit value. Now the right hand limit value. Okay. Now here if you are substituting directly 1 minus 1 0 by 0, it is an indeterminate form. Okay. Therefore we had evaluated that limit value here. Okay. Next, the right hand limit value. Right hand limit, first of all, limit as x tends to 1 positive f of x minus f of 0 divided by x minus 1. Now here what is this f of x value here? F of x when x is greater than 1. X value is greater than, what is the function value here? X greater than 1. Okay, greater than 1, the function value is x minus 1. I will substitute that, which is equal to limit as x tends to 1 plus x minus 1 minus 0 divided by same as it is x minus 1. Now which is equal to limit as x tends to 1. Okay, x tends to 1 plus, here these two terms get cancels, and what is the remaining part here is 1. So dear friends, it is very clearly understood that left hand limit value is minus 1 and right hand limit value is 1. That what we conclude? We conclude that the limit does not exist. If the limit does not exist, the definition that violates our definition. Okay, that violates our definition. Therefore left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Therefore f is not differentiable at x equal to 1. Dear students, it is a very simple problem, okay, to say that it is not differentiable. Okay dear students, please pause the video to note it down. Okay dear students, now let us start with the next topic. Now what that topic is, already we had learned in the first PUC. Many basic formulas that we shall revise, and then afterward we shall move on to the algebra of derivatives. That is nothing but a repetition of your first PUC chapter, limits and derivatives. Now here first of all, basic derivatives of basic function. The first one, function. I will write down the function, that is f of x, okay, and then its derivative, and then that is nothing but here f dash of x. Just simply I will write it as function f of x and its derivative. The first one is x raised to n. What is the differentiation of x raised to n? N into x raised to n minus 1. Then, okay, that is the first one. Second one is x or k constant differentiation. Constant differentiation is 0. Then the third one, x differentiation will be 1 year. That includes in the basic definition itself. Okay, then comes our trigonometric functions. Sin x differentiation is cos x. Okay, fourth one. Then cos x differentiation is minus sin x. Very simple. Then fifth one, sin cos. Then comes our tan x. Tan x differentiation will be secant square x. Secant square x. And then sixth one, that is secant x differentiation will be secant x tan x. Secant x into tan x. And then seventh one, cot x. Cot x differentiation will be minus cosecant square x. Okay, cot x differentiation will be minus cosecant square. Eighth one, cosecant x. Cosecant x differentiation will be minus cosecant x into cot x. Okay, cosecant x into cot x. These are all the basic differentiation. Also, some of them, that is f of x and f dash of x. What are those? That is ninth one, log x. If the function is log x, then its derivative will be 1 by x. Okay, then 10th one, if it is e raised to x, the formula will be e raised to x again. E raised to x differentiation is e raised to x only. Then the 11th part is 1 divided by x. If it is 1 by x, then we are having minus 1 by x square. Minus 1 by x square. Okay, these are all many differentiation. Okay, these are all nothing but the formulas of differentiation, formulas of derivatives. Okay, these are very important thing. And